What's up guys, it's Drac, and this is a blaster from the past question mark, but I'm not even going to tell you how tricky it was to get one of these new in package so that I could make an unboxing and review for you, but this is the Super Soaker Liquidator. It's kind of sidearm sized, and it's really special to me because this is in my mind the last great sidearm that Super Soaker made, where they were still using pressurized tanks and you really got some power out of your Super Soaker pistol. So I love this thing. I had one when I was a young vamplet, and I just think that these are awesome. So this is part of the old Soaker tagline. For those of you that don't know, which is probably most of you, you would wear these Soaker tags, and they were water soluble, so you could blow them off of your opponent. So you'd clip one to your shirt and one to your belt, and the game would be over when you eliminated all of the other team's Soaker tags by kind of blowing them off. And these guys used to have enough pressure and power that you could actually do that. So this is the Target exclusive pack for the Liquidator, which came with a bonus here and some water grenades and the Soaker tags, which you can see have the clips on the back here, as well as the Soaker tags themselves. So Soaker Tag, the ultimate water survival game, ages 7 and up. We can see over here that they're advertising that it has on-the-run blasting, water ranges up to 35 feet, a large 14-ounce capacity. That is pretty large for a pistol, to be fair, even by modern standards. A sleek bi-level design. Now, I don't know specifically what that means, but I think that they're talking about how the pump is down here and the reservoir is up here. Now, of course, the nozzle is up in the front, and I believe this had the old quick fill cap where you could, in fact, it advertises that it has the quick fill cap where you could kind of inject from the hose in like so. So easy to fill, no need to twist off. It's kind of got a check valve in the thing where you just kind of like blast water towards it and gravity or pressure will fill the tank. So this was like a really great soaker for like a lot of reasons. It was easy to reload, it got fine performance, it had reasonable capacity, and it was really cool. So sadly my childhood one was lost, but luckily that means that I get to buy a new one to do a full unboxing of like a real gem here. Like, I don't know where I would ever find another one. I had to pull some favors. I mean, I guess you could always find one on eBay. I've seen a few on eBay that aren't brand new. Some of them are marginally functional. Fixing these up isn't that hard, but it was more work than I was willing to do because I need this guy soon. I need it, of course, for the Guinness World Record that we're going to go get in Texas for world's largest Super Soaker battle. So I could show you how the tags work, but I feel like I've explained them pretty well. I'm going to come in here and try and remove some of our Soaker grenades. Don't cut towards yourself, he said while cutting towards yourself. These are old. They have not been liquidated in a long time, but luckily we have a Liquidator. We should be able to fix that. If we come in here, we can remove these. And then, well, we just took the entire cap off. That's kind of upsetting. Let's recover that. Now, I'm not even going to fool with the miniature pistol. I think that it's a pressurized tank, not an actual pressure chamber. It's obviously much cheaper because it was free. So we come in here, we can remove this. This is what I was talking about. You can see that there is a fill valve here where if we pour water into this, like so, well, there isn't enough pressure coming out of the growler, so we're going to have to load this one old school style. But with enough water pressure, it'll push water through and out through here. It's really obvious how this works if you know kind of how a flap or a check valve like that works. But let's load this up with 14 ounces of liquidy goodness. Again, I mean, you can tell that this is actually quite the capacity. Pour a little bit of that off so that we can get in here and tighten it up. And this is great. It's actually got a reasonably comfortable handle, plenty of room here. You can do 2 trigger fingers. It's a very large trigger, or 1. I'm probably gonna do it the way that I used to. Maybe not. Hands have gotten a lot bigger since then. I do like that there's a little ridge here so that you can actually lock it into your arm and it stays stable. It's not super deep in that channel, but it is something. And then this pump down here has about a, I don't know, 2.5-inch stroke, and you can hear that we are Ah, this is so cool. I haven't played with one of these in forever, guys. I'm having a ton of fun right now. So again, there's our OPRV. You can hear it. This is fully charged, which means 35-foot shots. We should easily be able to hit our cardboard painting box. And we can. That is so very, very cool. We can water our plants, pump it back up to capacity. So I mean, that is the Super Soaker Liquidator. We still have a few shots left. We haven't exhausted our capacity yet. Arc shots are pretty solid, not quite making it to that tree over there. This is so cool, guys. Maybe I will take out one of the soaker tags just so you guys can see how these work, because this was a ton of fun getting the whole neighborhood together and battling. This is like pre-multiplayer video games using the internet, so you've got to bear with me, guys. Like nowadays, if you want to shoot your friends, you can just sign on, but it used to be that you had to like get together at somebody's house and either play multiplayer, which we did. You used to play this thing called split screen. I know it's crazy, but not everybody had video game systems. And then this was the best. So we'll save Team Red for Texas. If you want more information about the upcoming Guinness World Record attempt, I will link in the description box below as well to where to find these. So you can see these are very thin, water-soluble stickers, but you kind of tack them onto your soaker tag there. Oh, and they're wearing out because they're old. That stinks. And then if I hold this out, I also like that it's got good retention. It's not throwing a ton of water other than the stuff that I filled the top valve with up there. And then if we line this up, you can see, no, we exhausted it. We'll have to reload. This video is going longer than it needs to, but I'm having a blast, so I hope you guys bear with me. Now, on some of the larger blasters, there'd be like a retention string for the cap, and this one does not have that, but that is okay. I do really want to eliminate this this Team Blue soaker tag, because Rivals might be the new hotness, but Team Red is where it's always been at, guys. Here, we'll set this up here, as though it's an opponent of old. And there, that's what I'm talking about. It just completely obliterates this into kind of like a soluble moosh, and you have a fresh, clean soaker tag there. So you know this player has been eliminated. His tag is shot. But that's my review of the Super Soaker Liquidator. I love this blaster. All I need now is to find somebody who can make me a holster for it in time for Texas. But luckily, I have lots of buddies who make holsters. It should be a-okay. That's the sign. Nope, we're still good. We just ran out of pressure. I like when it does the misting at the end. We used to use that mist to cool off. So, vintage review, Super Soaker Liquidator. Really the last great pistol, in my opinion. It's even got these like water bubble grips here, which are great for when you're like super wet and slippery. That's awesome. But I love the handguard design. I love the sleek top end. I love that it's got plenty of room for me as an adult still. Like this is just a really cool Super Soaker pistol. If you guys can think of a better Super Soaker pistol, be my guest. But the ones with batteries don't even come close to the power that the Liquidator is outputting. Like, that's a real stream of water. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this look at a blaster that you might not have seen before.